No, listen, I've had an amazing experience. First off, the location. Wow, I don't really know what to say. I mean, I'm a big fan of the fall weather to begin with, so getting to experience the beautiful fall weather here in Pittsburgh while we're actually training outside has been amazing. The staff here have been, I couldn't even tell you, above and beyond. You know, every single day, 3 squares a day, great food, family style, which means we all get to sit together, you know, in between the trainings. And that's where the human connections are made. It's where we get to laugh, talk, joke, go over some of the details of the training that we've had in the morning and the afternoon, which has been, wow, when you get to the training, it's been crazy. You know, say 70 hours, actually more than 70 hours, I think, because we had lectures in the evening. We didn't really get a lot of breaks, and nobody complained, man. Everybody like worked hard, pushed through, and how everybody helped each other. There was sort of like all levels here. You've got like really experienced instructors to people that have only just started training for the first. I don't know. There was one lady here. Her name was Anita. She's awesome. She probably only been training for like 3 or 4 months, and to have the courage to come and do something like this. I mean, it's got to be pretty intimidating. It's just been awesome how everybody has helped everybody. There's no egos. Everyone's here to learn. And whether you're a PTK practitioner or not, I would highly encourage you to come and check this experience out. The training, as I said, is amazing, but it's not just about the training. It's the connection, it's family. Tuhon Mel, his teaching is, I don't know what to say, like, blow your mind, man. Like, he stacks everything detail by detail, doesn't move forward until he's absolutely sure everybody's secure in the knowledge that they've got. Yeah, look, I could sit here waffling on for hours and hours, waxing lyrical about everything. The bottom line is, my experience, best camp I've ever been to. Had a wonderful time, and I cannot wait to come back in 2026.
Hey everyone, this is Mananudlo Royce from Nomad Kali up in Nyack, New York. Just got done with the PTKWF World Federation Mastery Camp. It's my second mastery camp that I've done. It's the first one I've done here in the United States. It's a 7-day, 10 hours a day, intensive, like, it's hard to explain it because you learn so much about PTKWF, which is an indigenous fighting system from the Philippines. And it's under the guidance of Tuan Romel Total, or we call him Tuan Mel. It's a fantastic opportunity to go out, meet with people, train with people, bond with people, educate yourself, you know, and also enjoy great times. Right now we're out here in Ohio Pile in Pennsylvania, and the location where we were at was in Jumonville, Pennsylvania, in Hopwood, and it was a fantastic place. Everybody was nice, everybody's courteous, everybody's respectful, and that's the way it should be. A good way for people who've either had no martial arts training to some martial arts training or a lot of martial arts training to all get together, train together, develop together, and grow together. If you thought about this or were interested in it, I recommend it. You can try it, and if it's one time you come and you don't like it, then all right. That's up to you. But if you love martial arts, you love PTKWF, you want to grow in it, I highly recommend it because I've been doing it for a very long time, since 1997, and it's a good way to keep growing, even if you've been doing it for a long time. This is a lifestyle that we have, and hey, I love it, and I hope you do too.
I'm Ashley, and I think my biggest takeaway from this was just how supportive everyone is and how everyone is so kind and there's no egos, and everybody's always there for each other and ready to help, and everyone's so patient. It's such a great environment, and everyone treats each other like family.
My name's Lauren. I'm 19, and this was my first mastery camp. I was nervous going into it because I was the youngest one. I've only been training for about 2.5 years. And I was nervous that this camp was for people who were in the system for like 10 years, 15 years, and had been doing it for a while and were very, very good and a lot more advanced than I was. And I was worried that I would just like be in the way and people would have to kind of like stop for me and that'd be like an inconvenience, and but it ended up being amazing. Everyone was extremely patient, extremely kind. Everyone, like, and I never felt inconvenienced. I felt welcome the entire time. I always felt like everyone wanted to help me, and even the smallest details, like, people would tell me, and it made the world of a difference. And so I think just going into it ready to be receptive and ready to learn just, like, made it amazing. It was an amazing experience. I loved every second of it. It was a lot of information, but it was a lot of good stuff to take home and teach some people at home and just get to keep working on. So yeah, it's great.
So my name is Dominic Celesti. I've been training with Tuhan, Ramel. I've been training with Rich for probably 20 years. This is my second mastery camp in the U.S. As far as coming to these camps with a lot of experience, I look at it like there's always something to learn. If you have a lot of experience and you come to these camps and you've done something that he goes over, there's still tips, there's still details to work on. So there's no egos here. There's all ages. There's people, I want to say, from 18 to 60 plus years old here. And if you want to train with somebody who's a little bit more serious and a little bit more focused, you have that here. If you want to train with people that are a little bit lighthearted and are just learning a little bit here and there for the first time, you have that going on here too. So I would say this is a good environment for learning from the experienced person to the person with less experience, from a younger person's point of view to an older person's point of view. It's just a very good learning environment, which is kind of like what we're here for. We're here to learn. We're here to make each other better. We're not here to prove what we know. We're not here to prove how many years I've been doing this or how little you've been doing this. And just the attitudes and the personality of everybody here, you know, it's not that we're all the same, but we all get along. It's just that kind of environment. Tuhan Ramel is an awesome teacher. He's very detail orientated, so it's always good to learn from him. I've seen the same topic from him several times, and I pick something new up, a detail up from him every time. So I look forward to learning new things, even though I feel I might already have it. But there's always something I learn new, whether it's from him or other students who have been practicing in it. This place that we're at, this mastery camp, is really amazing. I come from South Florida. I like the warmth. I like the heat. But this is a good environment as far as the scenery, the cold. For me to visit, you know, I look forward to going back to the warmth, but I'm glad that I was here to experience this change of scenery. Right now, this time of year is October. The leaves are changing. The fall, it's something that I don't see in Florida. So it's a beautiful place. The staff here is amazing. They'll actually go out of your way, even when you ask them not to. So they go above and beyond, is what I would say, as far as the staff at this place. The facilities are kind of historic. They've been here for a long time, for hundreds of years. So it's kind of got a historic feel to it. There's this pretty cool little hilltop that we can go to and overlook, I want to say, 2 or 3 states from that point of view from up there. So it's a very scenic, peaceful, serene environment. So the training environment's amazing. The people are amazing. And I just look forward to doing this again in 2026.
My name's Chad, LLC apparently. You had to be here. So, beautiful state of Pennsylvania in Jumonville, Mastery Camp 2024. Absolutely gorgeous place to be, up in the mountains. And Mastery Camp kind of sounds like it's going to be something super rigorous and hardcore, training every day, which it is. We're training every day, long hours, 10 hours plus a couple hours of lecture at the end of the day, so really 12 hours. But totally worth it. It's just an amazing thing to be a part of. Obviously, Tuhan Mel is an amazing practitioner, amazing instructor, amazing teacher, but also an amazing friend. And he obviously cares about each and every one of us individually through being here and seeing my instructor, Mandala Rich Howe, which is now Tuhan Rich Howe. I have so much more respect for him than I had before. Really didn't know what I had before. So that part's pretty amazing. When you work this hard and are challenged this strong, together, working together, helping each other, it does something to you, man. It really builds that bond that you didn't expect, and it becomes beautiful. We had amazing weather, so each day was just a joy to be either in the building training or outside training, and watch it. Just open your eyes and look around when you're training, and it's just gorgeous. The mountain, the view, the leaves changing and everything like that. Can't beat it. But watching the young people training and being great at it, pushing themselves and wanting to be better, and then seeing some of the older people, more mature people, I guess you'd say. You don't really want to call them old, but I mean, there's a couple guys in their 70s and 80s that were here, and they were hanging right with the rest of us, and I don't know, it's just amazing to see that range of age, that range of skill level, that range of just duration of time of training. Everybody just gelled and just really became family. And just knowing that our little group is part of something much, 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 much more grand is super encouraging when it does feel like you're small or you're the only one, or you're training by yourself and don't have a partner and all that kind of thing. It just remembering back how big, how vast, and how important PTK is, not just here, not just at Mastery Camp, but all around the world all the time. And so anyway, just a beautiful thing. Today we're not training, we're doing our own thing out here in the mountains, just chilling, seeing the beautiful river and trees and nature and everything. And it's just a nice way to kind of wind down the end of the 70 hours and just be able to soak it all in and remember all of what we did all week. So super cool. And I hope if you're watching this and you're kind of thinking about coming to Mastery Camp, that you will make the decision to come, because it will be worth it. Even if you think it's going to be tough, it is going to be tough. It's going to be hard, but it's also going to be super rewarding, and you will be absolutely glad that you came. So peace out.
My name's Joe Burke. Started PTK in about 2012 with a different group than Two on Mel's group, but I knew PTK was something that is going to change my life once I started training it. And then before the seminar, I just introduced myself on Facebook, asked him a couple questions about his dialect, Hiligaynon terms for PTK, and I was like, I don't even know if he'll ever get back to me or whatever, and he got back to me right away. Sent me messages, even sent me a voice message, like, because I asked for like pronunciation, and he's like, this is how you say. He's like, hey Joe, this is how you say this, and that. And I was like, wow. He took time out of his day, doesn't even know me, super busy traveling all around the world teaching PTK, and he put some time into supporting me already. So that was pretty meaningful. And then at the Mastery Camp, he just invited me to come, and I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm ready for all that. Because, I've been training on my own for so long, I don't know if my skills were that high. to go to a mastery camp. And that support definitely meant a lot. So, yeah, and then, during the mastery camp, it was just great. We got all the details of like all the techniques and all the, drills that we can, it's like years worth of information, like within, what was it? I think 70 hours. And, yeah, it was just crazy the way he would, like he said it, and we had these lectures right after every night. So he would talk to us every night after we had a full day of training, being physical and exchanging energies with everybody at the seminar. And he would have these lectures speaking about PTK history, this and that. And he would talk at the lecture, he said it multiple times, I believe, how he, training is strict. When we're training, listen to me, listen to what I'm saying. Don't be off talking, whatever. When I call you guys in, get there right away. I'm showing you details because I want you to get it right. I want you to do these techniques properly because that's the only way they're going to be effective, if you actually need to use them. So, he would say that in training, I'm strict. I want it to be proper. I want you to pay attention. But after training, we're friends. I'm not I'm not above you necessarily, after training. We're friends. We're all human beings here. And that really hit home with me. I wasn't expecting anything like that coming out to a mastery camp. I was coming out to a mastery camp to start my journey to become a master in PTKWF. I didn't think I was gonna get a second family in a way, or like I said, I always found my tribe. So yeah, come to mastery camp if you can, because it's a special experience. It really is.
Okay. Hi, my name is recently promoted Tuhon Rich Howe. The thing that I take away from this camp was the biggest thing is the camaraderie. Training is a training, but there's a lot of details. But I think like once you have the ability to put in like 10 hours, 7 days, with your fellow students or participant. I mean, there's the bond, right? That's something that can never be broken. And then the new friendships, and this is probably my fifth, and I think that's the one thing that I really take away from this is more the friendship, the bond. So now if I go to New Orleans, I know that there's someone there I can go and train with. We exchange numbers, and now we can call each other periodically just to say, hey, how are you doing? Everything is good. And I think that's the key thing about these camps, is the building a family. I've been in a lot of organizations, and whether it's company or martial arts or sports, and, it's always saying, oh, we're a family. But sometimes that's just by words. And I think this camp in PTKWF under the World Federation, it is an example of family. I think that's a beautiful thing. I guess the next one is in 2026. Highly recommend that everyone take the opportunity to just come, experience the training, experience the fellowship, and then have just a deeper appreciation and understanding for the art. The lectures are phenomenal. You get to learn about the history. You get to learn from where a certain platform comes from and how it's connected to the culture, which I think a lot of practitioners, they do the art, but maybe they lack the connection. And I said, once you get the connection, then that's where your commitment is to the art, because you feel like you're a part of something bigger than yourself.
Oh my God, this land is so beautiful. It's amazing, and thank you so much for showing. This is what it's supposed to be about, connecting with nature. I wish I could go barefoot, not today, but
You'd
thank
have to
you
come
so
back
much.
in
Oh,
July.
I'm coming back.
August.
Definitely
you can go
coming
barefoot.
back. Yeah, it'll be great.
That's awesome. It is beautiful here. I'm glad to have you here.
Thank you.